Hello YouTube and guys from Hammocks Forum. What's going on? This is Jay Zilla here. I'm making my first video ever. I wanted to show some of my bridge hammocks I've made and go through a little bit about them and maybe do a little Dutch spoiler at the end of this video on my Bridge Zilla number 2. That's the hammock setup. Now if you want to come in closer, I'll show you a little bit about it. 36-inch head, 36-inch foot, a double pull to get in. I'm not actually going to get in this hammock. I'm not actually going to get in. It's actually a little short for me, and the guy I made it for, he's considerably shorter than I am. So I'm not going to get in it, but I'm going to show y'all and I'm going to get in my second one. I got a double zipper pull here. I actually installed a third zipper at the head end here that is going to be used. I'm going to put him a bag here that he can throw his shoes and whatnot when he's getting in his hammock, and in the morning, instead of opening everything up, he can reach in, or just supplemental gear, whatever he has, headlamp, book, whatever, he'll better put in the little bag shelf right here, and he'll better reach it without actually opening the main part of his bug net. So it goes from whoopee sling to, this is the knot I don't like, and I'll be showing you what Dutch came up with to help me with this, because it's very tight. It's a extremely tight knot that doesn't come out without a lot of persuasion. So it goes down to here. His internal ridge line is, if you look, it's actually just draw cord. It actually reflective cord. He wants to be able to see it at night. So you know, when you go to his potty breaks and you come back, you want to better see your hammock, and that he'll better see it. And it was very personal colors. This matches his gear and his thing. If you look at the curve, I actually went with a 4-inch curve instead of the normal 6-inch curve on most bridge hammocks. The reason for that, the guy this hammock is going to is this is his first hammock, and he wanted to have something that he was really comfortable with, and he tosses and turns a lot, and he felt that the higher size for him would be a lot better. So actually, if you come in a little closer right here, if you look, I put a grow grain loop. This is right in the center of the hammock. This is for underquilts. Whenever a lot of people have a problem fitting underquilt, you hook it to the end, but it doesn't quite touch your bottom. You get the CBS, cold butt syndrome, right? So my way, I put a little thought into it. With the tab in the center of the underquilt, you can attach to this tab. It'll bring it up closer. I got one on the other side. It'll bring it up close to your bottom, hopefully keeping you a little warmer. That's the whole idea. So this is Bridge Zilla number 1. I will tear down, set up Bridge Zilla number 2. I finished it last night. It's actually my personal hammock, the one I'm going to be using all winter long. So hope you guys like it, and let's check out Bridge Zilla number 2. The wind is kind of kicking up today, so the sound, it may be a little muffled, but we're gonna punch through it. Here is my second hammock. The head spreader is 36 inches. The foot spreader is 26 inches. At the head end, the curve, that's 52 inches. The bottom, somewhere around 40, I believe. If I remember right around 40. So I'm going to go ahead and get in it. This will be the first time I get in it. So this will be the first time. So here goes. It's like heaven. Now, the curve here is a 6-inch curve. Gives me, I think, 42 at the waist, somewhere around 42. I can't remember right offhand. Sleeping in the fetal position. not a hard thing to do. If you want to bring your feet way up here, more difficult, but that's difficult in any bridge hammock. If you check it out down here at the foot end, I put in a pad pocket where it's a double layer coyote brown camo. I put in a opening right here on the insert a pad for if I don't want to use an underquilt, or if I want to supplement a pad if it gets down kind of chilly. Now what I talked about in my other just a few minutes ago with the other hammock was rain coming down, the tree coming down, your whoopee sling coming down your suspension and wetting you. I originally talked to Dutch with some other notion in mind altogether. I had a real problem with my whoopee slings being really tight against my suspension. So this was Dutch's solution to my problem, and actually a dip ring problem. This is Dutch dip rings. Rain comes down, it'll hit your drip ring right here. I keep saying dip rings, drip rings. It'll hit your suspension right here. Water, it'll shed water. Don't see a lot of water coming around the corner to get down to you. It solved my problem. Taking whoopee is really easy now. The knots come off really easy. Whereas am steel against am steel, it was really almost impossible to fight these knots to get them out. I had to end up taking a nail, pencil, something really sharp, and then you're digging into your whoopee sling or your suspension, and I didn't think it was a great idea. So a lot of guys use dissension rings. I'm not a big fan of dissension rings. Dissension rings are pretty big. The weight savings, I'm not sure the weight savings. I may weigh these later and put them up, put the weight on it, and we'll see. I got one, but you hold them. I got a pocket knife that weighs heavier than both of these. I got one at the head and one at the foot end, and I like them a lot. I think it's a really good idea Dutch had. So that's my Bridgezilla #2, and I hope you guys like it. Thank you very much. Y'all have a good day.